ghost story and there's pictures involved, so if you want to see the pictures at the end, you gotta keep watching, okay? Hi, my name is Riley and I read you spooky scary ghost stories daily for your entertainment. You're welcome. For starters, you can call me John, my nickname. Hi, John. I live in Stamford, Connecticut. Here in Stamford, there's like nothing to do other than going downtown or things like that. Only thing kids like to do is explore abandoned places because there's like a lot here. 5 minutes from downtown, there's this place called the Stamford Jewish Center. This place has been abandoned since 1930s. You can look it up. It's on Prospect Street in Stamford, Connecticut. I'm pretty sure it used to be an all-boys school for, well, Jewish people. Since it's abandoned, teens from the high school 5 minutes away like to go into it. When I tell you this place is huge. Since I'm a teen myself, I got curious, but before I can say anything else, there are rumors that there are goat people's satanic rituals in the basement of the building. People I know have said that they've been chased out with very sharp objects by said goat people. They say there was this sort of yell and scream that sounded like bloody schmurder, which scared them off. Okay, back to my story. I went to said Jewish center with one of my friends. He's not much of a paranormal believer like I am. So I said, let's go to the Jewish center for some giggles. I've been here about twice before I went with him, and nothing that strange has ever happened. So it's about, I'd say, 7 p.m. It's pretty dark out, and we start to approach the building. Immediately, I feel this shiver that I've felt before. By the way, since I live in Connecticut, I've been to the Warrens' grave. When I entered their cemetery, I felt that same shiver. There are these stairs you climb to go into the building, but since it was dark out, you couldn't see anything. We stepped down, and for some reason, we decided to look at this one window and flash our lights into it. I didn't think much of it until I felt like I could see something. You know that feeling like someone's staring at you? I say that's weird, so I tell my friend. He said he saw nothing. So now we both stare at this window and nothing happens, but for some odd reason, we both say, you feel something staring, right? My friend takes a picture, and sure enough, something was indeed there. When I tell you it's the scariest image I've ever seen for myself about the paranormal, I'll link it at the end. When we investigated the photo, we find the thing and then we book it. I've never ran so fast in my life. We never figured out what it was, but we do have some people that claim they've seen the same creature. Even after this event, I continue to see and hear things in my room. Forgot to mention I've had some experiences with the paranormal before. Okay, that's it for my story. If you see this, thank you for reading this long ass paragraph, and I hope to be in your next TikTok. By the way, the window where the thing was is like 20 feet high, so there should be no way a person can climb it without making noise of a ladder or something. Okay, so this is the picture, and I'm gonna say this over here in this corner is what we're looking at. I've gone ahead and I've messed with the contrast and stuff because at first I didn't really see anything, but it kind of looks like the shadow of a person with like a white cloak draped over them. This right here, you can kind of see it. It's like a figure in the actual window itself. It is very creepy, so I can definitely understand why OP got really scared. Additionally, because they are so young, I can totally understand the fear. First of all, this made me want to move to Connecticut. No, but seriously, this made me want to get a plane ticket and fly to Connecticut like ASAP. How cool would it be if I did like a tour where I went to all the spooky places that you guys have sent me stories from? That would be sick. I would start with West Virginia and then Connecticut and then New Hampshire and then everywhere on the East Coast that's just gorgeous. I would start there. First of all, OP, thank you so much. I did read your kind words prior to you starting the story, but I like to keep those to myself now. So thank you for those, and I hope you can fall asleep to your story. And you did, in fact, make it to the TikTok. How freaking creepy is that? I would think that there's a lot going on in that building in general when it comes down to spooky scary things, because if it's from the 1930s and has been abandoned since the 1930s, or you know, towards the end of the 19th, babe, that's almost 100 years. That's a really long time. So I will definitely have to look into this building because it looks creepy just from the picture. Just from the picture, it's creepier than shit. Secondarily, okay, I do not like that a whole bunch of kids are still going there even after said stories of people chasing them out with very sharp objects, okay? It's not acceptable, okay? It's not acceptable. I may not be a mother and I may not want to be a mother, but I do still have maternal instincts and I don't like it, okay? So John, next time you go, please make sure you tell an adult where you are because you're making me anxious over here, dude. With that though, I am going to definitely look into this building. I want to know the history about this building, so I'm probably going to end up stitching this video and just providing like a little bit more folklore. I'm going to add it to that list about this building because I feel like there is a little bit more information that we should know. I feel like something's telling me, something's whispering, you know what I'm saying? Something's like in my ear right now. If you have made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. I do appreciate you mucho grande. If you're new here, please know that I post spooky content daily for your entertainment. Yes, that's why I said that, okay? Please give me a like, a comment, a save, and a share, and follow me if you are not already following me because I do post cool stuff all the time, okay? Like every day. Okay, so there's that for you. Don't forget about the live with Kaisa on Thursday. I am probably going to go live L2 night, which is today the 3rd of June. Yeah. Probably not for a really long time. I'm probably just gonna go live for like an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I did find a thread that I thought was super interesting on Reddit, so we're probably gonna cover that. Or if you guys have any other ideas, you can leave it in L comments. Maybe let me know if I'm on your For You page, because that's super cool when you guys do that. I love that. I love knowing. A lot of times you guys tell me that I haven't been on the For You page in a long time, and that breaks my heart just like a smidgen. Anyways, I could talk for hours. I love you guys. I hope you have the best freaking day ever. We're almost there. It's almost Wednesday, almost halfway through the week, almost Friday. Love you guys. Have a good day. Okay, bye.